Okay. We have that. We're going to put some down here. You can do 3 or 5. Big building. Okay. Okay. So what you're going to do is that your closest corner to your dot, you're going to actually do the dots, that, or everything but the outside dot. Now if you're building, I'm going to do one more just to show you. Okay. All right. So we're going to do corner to the dot. Dot. Okay. And you only do those two because these are your outside. Like you couldn't do that, right? There would be no point. And then so we're going to pretend these are skyscrapers. And you always want it to go from your corner to your dot. Okay, now this one's tricky because it's so long. I'm going to do this one first. It's going to be tricky. So I'm going to do, there we go. And we're going to erase this right here. Okay, here we are. So if you haven't done this before, you can keep going around like this. Okay. If you have, we're going to do this. And we're going to make it look like windows in an office building. Skyscraper. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing here. Okay. And I'm breaking up my lines to make it look like windows. Okay. So you want to keep your there. Okay. Now this one, we're going to start approximately where this line is. Go up. Okay. There. Okay. All right. Okay. There we are. And you can fudge a little bit. You don't have to make your lines all the way across. And let your eye fill that in. And so we're going to keep on. Now, if you've never done this before and you're getting confused, just do 3 to 5 shapes, because you always have odd numbers. And these, you can just color different colors, and that would be fine. This is for people that were in the summer class. If they there. Okay. So I'm going to do this one and this one. This one I'm leaving alone because it just is so hidden. Just wouldn't make a lot of sense. And this one you could do and just, if you wanted. Okay. Okay. I want this to go up a little higher so it looks right. There. Okay. Okay. All right, there you go. And then color it. Okay, so now we're going to do the 2-point perspective. Okay. So we have our horizon line. Make sure you can see. Yep, okay. The other thing with 1 point is for buildings, you can go down. If you want to make a difference in your buildings. Do that. Could put some windows. Sure. You just want to follow your edges. Make sure they're okay, and then we're gonna, so our street, we're gonna have our sidewalk, curb, okay, so you can do that. Okay. And then you would do the same thing over here. This is where you could put some trees in the background. Lampposts. They would have to still follow this. Okay. And you bring it down to make it look like it's coming further down on this sidewalk. See how that works? Okay. All right. So, actually, we can keep going. This will be really fun. Okay. So we're going to match this over here. This is okay. And matching this line. Okay. You can extend, you're extending your horizon line, and just like if you did this building, like it's the corner. Oops. Okay. There we go. Okay, so to make this right, this point and this point have to be the same from your horizon line, okay? And this point and this point. And then we're gonna, we can actually leave that there. We're gonna do our, so you're really just making a series of triangles, right? If you think about it that way, it might be a little easier. Okay. Okay. So we're going to use our horizon line. This is our sidewalk. So we're going to use our horizon line for our door, our buildings. And maybe we want a short building here. Okay. All right. I'll just stick that down there. Okay, so we're going to use our horizon line. It's an easy thing for our door. Maybe we want a really, really wide door on this one because it's a fancy store. Okay. And you can do this business if you want. Okay. So if you're doing this over here, so then you have to mark that shop. There you go. Maybe we don't want a short one. That's kind of hard. Okay. Just keep them all the same size. But let's use our ruler proper. Okay, and then give a little space between our stores. Okay. All right. Maybe you want windows on this one. There we go. Okay. All right. This should. There. All right, that's your 1-point perspective. This is your 2-point perspective. Okay, and then you can put trees. You can put clouds and trees. Okay, there you go.